When was the last time you looked at someone you love and felt a twinge of anger? Not hate, but a quiet bitterness? That's resentment creeping in a slow, silent poison. It doesn't start loud or obvious. It begins with love, with giving, with compromise. But over time, it festers, turning affection into frustration, connection into distance. Resentment thrives in the shadows, where we let our grievances fester without light. It often starts as a whisper, a small discomfort, but left unchecked. It becomes a roar that drowns out everything else. Resentment begins with small sacrifices, doing things for someone you love without expecting anything in return. At first it feels selfless, even noble, but as time goes on, those sacrifices pile up, unnoticed or unreciprocated, and bitterness starts to take root. You feel unappreciated, unseen, even taken for granted. The truth is, resentment isn't just about the other person. It's about you too. You're angry because they didn't notice your sacrifices. But did you ever speak up? Did you set boundaries? Or did you stay silent? Convincing yourself that real love means swallowing your feelings. Staying quiet isn't love, it's fear. Fear of conflict, fear of rejection, fear that they'll leave if you ask for more. But silence only feeds resentment. It turns love into a burden. You begin snapping over small things, withdrawing emotionally, or secretly hoping they'll fail just so they'll understand your pain. The hardest truth? They don't owe you the acknowledgement you never asked for. Love isn't a scoreboard, and unspoken expectations are a recipe for disappointment. If you've sacrificed silently, hoping they just know how much you've given, that's on you. People can't meet needs they don't know exist. So how do you stop resentment from destroying your relationship? First, acknowledge it. Don't pretend it isn't there. Then, have the courage to communicate not in anger or blame, but with honesty. Tell them how you feel and what you need. It's terrifying, yes. But the alternative is worse, letting resentment quietly rot the relationship from the inside out. Relationships aren't built on unspoken expectations or silent suffering. They grow on open, honest communication and mutual respect. Sometimes your honesty will reveal a heartbreaking truth they can't or won't meet you halfway, and you'll have to decide whether staying is worth sacrificing your peace. But other times, that conversation will open a path to healing. Ask yourself, are you letting resentment quietly destroy what could still be saved? Are you willing to risk the relationship to repair it? Love cannot thrive where resentment lives. Speak your truth, set your boundaries, and if they don't meet you halfway, love yourself enough to walk away. Resentment doesn't have to be the end of love, but ignoring it will guarantee that it is.